Hello guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like finding out the best strategies to trade cryptocurrencies, please hit that subscribe and like button. And today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart and whether or not what I believe this dip is over with. We have seen some promising rises today, and hopefully that will continue. And I will go over some quick news that we have in the Bitcoin space, some good positive news coming out of the bad weekend for Bitcoin. Um, but yeah, I did want to take a look. This is the Bitcoin daily chart here. And as you can see, we've fallen out of this trend, uh, which is not a great, sign, but we have been closing the days above the 50-day moving average, which is a key moving average, a key line of support for many of the dips that we've already had. Um, and in bull markets during Bitcoin's cycle, the 50-day moving average has always been a key line of support. So what I think, what I think is going to happen, we are rounding off here a little bit. I think it is possible we get up to about 72 to 75,000, and that's based off Fibonacci extension levels, which I'll show you in a second. Um, but I do think it's possible we kind of consolidate here for a little while before having that next move up. After we hit around 72 to 75,000, I do believe that will be a short-term top for Bitcoin this cycle. Uh, and then things will kind of cool off. We might have a slight correction with some following, sideways action, possibly for a month or two before starting that final wave where Bitcoin really moves to above 100,000, somewhere between 100 and 200,000. I think is very possible before we finally have that parabolic top. So in saying that, I did want to draw out the Fibonacci extension, where I'm getting that number from. Hey, Rivden, here we go. So this is the 2017 bull market. So if we go from where we topped out there to the bottom of the bear market here during 2018 and 19, it creates these extension levels. And if you don't think these like levels mean anything, um, you know, the chart I think would prove you wrong, because you can see we got up past all-time highs down here. I'll zoom in a little bit. And we got up and we got to the first extension here. And as soon as we broke it, we had a big pump up. And then we came right back down and got a bounce right off that extension, which helped us get up to the next one. And when we got past it, we had a big move up. And then we were able to come back down and get another bounce off of it. So breaking the support, or breaking the resistance, and then making a support. And that has gotten us up to the third extension level, fib extension here, where we found some resistance. And that, when we got to the top, we hit resistance, came back down, and now we've tried again, and we kind of had a fake out here where we got above it for a second, but it was not able to hold, and now we've corrected back down to that same exact spot from before. So if I had to guess, I think we're just going to be, I don't know exact time frame here, but I would say within a week or two, we probably will get back up above here and hopefully can uh, make it support after we break it, which gets us up to that final fib extension here. So that's what I'm, hoping for. We'll see if we can get up that high, and then after that, I think there will be a longer cool down period for Bitcoin where the alts can run even more. Um, and because we're kind of like losing steam here, it looks like. So I think one more push up, maybe a couple more pushes up to get us up to those levels, and then we kind of round off here, maybe head down a little bit for a while until we have that final parabolic phase. That's what I'm not a financial advisor. That's just what I'm kind of expecting. That's how I'm playing this. And you guys can just take everything with a grain of salt. How's it going, Brian Green and Rivdan? Um, I did just want to go over two quick news articles for Bitcoin. New York Dig, one of the big investment companies, um, they said they bought the dip and indicated that other institutions are doing the same. So, the buy the dip mentality in Bitcoin, especially, has proved this whole bull market to work very well. Um, and some big players are doing it. So um, I don't think there's any, you should not be panic selling your Bitcoin to one of these guys. Another big news thing today is, we knew this was eventually going to happen. PayPal's side company Venmo, which is very possible, you can now send Bitcoin back and forth to one another. So uh, and so and Ethereum and Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. So you can now send it to each other in Venmo. 77 million users on Venmo. So again, just going mainstream more and more every day and looking good. So that's it for the news today. And that's, what I think about Bitcoin in the, mid to long term here. If we go in on the 1 hour and just kind of take a look at what's happening today, um, getting back above this previous high would be a very good place to, even close the day at. We have about 3 hours left to do so. It could happen, but either way, we're above the 50-day moving average. If I go back to the daily candle here, you can see we did close. We didn't close yesterday, but it was very close, and now we were able to get back up today, and we're well above the 50-day moving average. So that's a good sign. If I put the 21-day here, I would expect if we can get above, 57.6, the 20-day is probably going to act as some sort of resistance in the meantime. So hopefully, but we can keep making, higher, at least on the 4 hour, higher highs and higher lows from this initial dip here. And to do that, we've got to get above 57.6. So if you guys like the content, please feel free to subscribe, give a like, and I stream every Monday through Thursday, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. And for the rest of the stream, we're going to be just charting out any altcoins you guys want to look at. A lot of them are moving nicely today. Most likely, some of that is due to Doge Day not working out so well for Dogecoin. And that money, billions of dollars, cycling through some of the alts. But in general, we're just having a nice green day from the past couple red days. Um, so yeah, if you want to stick around, we're gonna chart out some altcoins, and thank you for joining us today. Let me turn the music on for you guys. How's it going, Brian Green? Yeah, we'll check out Stinky Linky, Rivdan, and we'll check out Cardano and Dot. I will do that right now. 1 second. Okay, guys, let's start with Link here. So this is on the 4 hour. So yeah, we were in this channel previously, and you can see when we had the big dip. Let me go to the 1 hour just to make it a little more clear here. We had the big dip here, and Link actually did pretty well the next day, got up higher than a lot of other coins, and got rejected right at that same trend line that it had broken through last week. So it did get rejected pretty hard, but again today, now it's made a nice double bottom at this this fib level here, and now you've broken above previous all-time highs from all the way back in February. So you broke above that again, and seems to have made support on that. So now we're moving up, and yeah, I think Chainlink is due. I'm very bullish on Link. It had a nice day today, and yeah, I'm even more bullish because the Bitcoin Link chart, if I kind of go to like the 12-hour here, this is the Bitcoin Link pairing here. So yeah, your linkies will remain stinky. So this was just back in August. Link had a crazy run, but even if you got up to these key levels here, basically that's about an 80% move. Maybe not 80. Let me see here from where we are now. Yeah, maybe a lot less than that. About a 45% move up to the first levels. I think you would see some significant resistance here on the, but then if you break those levels, the sky's the limit there. So, unless Bitcoin goes down, Link's dollar value is going to have to go up a lot to get up to these levels. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, Link I think is due a nice run here. So we will see. Let's see here. You wanted to check out Polkadot and Cardano, so let's do that. So ADA, let's go to the 1 hour here. So you can see we had this ascending this ascending triangle here, Brian. And so this is on Cardano. And we've had this, and it finally did break above and got rejected a little, but it was getting a bounce off the 786 fib extension, and it probably would have had a nice move up and out of here if it weren't for the Bitcoin drop. So that, that brought you way down, and now it's kind of just following Bitcoin's move, it looks like, but you are back in this triangle, the previous trend line anyway, and you can see you got above it and made support on there right here, and are still above it. So it looks it looks like we are kind of following Bitcoin's movements pretty well here with Cardano. A lot of the bigger coins are doing that. But let's hope Cardano can kind of break free, and if you can get back above this next fib line, that's going to probably it'll probably do pretty well if it can do that. And make support on it anyway. But yeah, it looks like, if you take the Bitcoin, what Bitcoin's doing, it's very, very similar to ADA. So a lot of the coins are kind of following right in line with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Polkadot here. Yeah, Polkadot not even as strong, I would say, as Cardano. Doing the same. Oh, sorry guys. Doing the same thing here, but not really getting as much up today as some of the other coins. So, but still following. If Bitcoin keeps going up, I'm sure Polkadot will continue going. And again, breaking all-time highs, coming down, making support, and then starting to move back up right before this dip. So again, kind of like just very bad timing for some of these coins. Just got rejected really hard. It seems like a lot of the coins that were getting close to all-time highs already took the hardest hits and are finding it harder to even get back up higher, because coins like Binance, if we go to BNB, Binance was already on a big retracement here. So it did have a big dip, but it bounced up hard because it wasn't already almost topped out. It was already on a week-long retracement, down probably 25-30% from its all-time highs, and got a big bounce at the key fib level here. So, and now getting another big bounce today, a lot stronger than some of the other coins. So let me know if there's any other coins you guys want to look at. Hey, Dutch Remix, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know if there's any coins you want to have charted out. I'm just going to go through some of them here. Here's XRP. Yeah, XRP kind of having a nice double bottom here from the, kind of the same pretty much the same as what Bitcoin's doing. XRP kind of was on a slight retracement as well, but didn't quite have the big move like Binance did. And you know, this is a key fib level here. If it can get above it again and make support, maybe it will find some support to keep going. This is a fib extension level, actually, from its previous nice run up here a few weeks ago. Another one of the plays I'm pretty bullish on, I talk about a lot. Can you look at Cody and Oren? Yeah, let's do that first. So let's go to the daily so I can kind of get a sense here. Okay, so these are your biggest bags. Did I get my stimulus check? Yeah, I got my stimulus check a few weeks ago. Okay. So Cody here, you know, it had seemed to have had a very nice run. If we do the Fibonacci from, let's say, you know, right before it kind of took off here, up to the top here, these are some key levels you're going to want to be looking at for you know, levels of support. You can see when it first corrected here, it went down almost right to the 0.5 fib level here before getting a bounce, and then we you know, got rejected, made a lower high. Then it wasn't able to get up there and make a higher high. So when traders see that, they assume there's going to be more downturn ahead. So that might be why you had this big candle here that sold off as soon as you got up there. So but you did, you know, you've been going down slowly, and it looked like you were going to get another bounce off the 0.5 fib level here until the Bitcoin dump. So that brought you down to the 0.618, and so far you've been able to basically close above there both days. Oops, let me go in on the hourly here. Yeah, so it's basically following Bitcoin's price, but a little stronger. I take it this is probably a lower cap to mid cap coin. But yeah, basically you want to keep an eye on these Fibonacci levels here, and hopefully you can get back up and make support on this one and basically kind of change the trend to the uptrend here. But in general, you do have let me see here. You do have a downtrend that will probably act as resistance here. So Until this gets broken, until this downtrend gets broken, hopefully you're bottoming out here, and eventually it will just keep going sideways until you can break to the upside and kind of change this downward trend to a U type like this. That's what you want to see eventually. It could take some time. So, because even before the Bitcoin crash here, you were still in a downtrend. So still retracing. A lot of the times, these retracements can get down to the 618, which you have, and sometimes the 786 level. Hopefully, it's not going to go down that far for you, but yeah, you're looking at, I would say 26 cents, 26.2 cents is going to be a good support line in the time being. If you do break below that, these two wicks I would say are more about the Bitcoin price dropping. So if you break below that for a day or two, I would expect probably coming down to closer to the 17-cent area before going up. But there's a good chance you can kind of make this your support until it finally reverses and starts an uptrend again. I hope that makes sense with Cody there. And then we'll take a look at yeah, good. Yeah, it's good even just to have like a more simple, idea of technical analysis can make you a lot better than most traders. So, unless you're investing in Dogecoin a year ago because you think it's cool, then you're doing better than all of us. So, and you have no idea what crypto even is. So, and you wanted to look at ORN. You take a look at that here. And I mean, it kind of looks pretty similar here. I mean, I would be doing pretty much the same type of setup here from the previous bottom before you kind of took off here to the top. And you can see like these fib levels being, again, you got to bounce off the 0.5, got up to the 0.382, and then yeah, I missed the bus too. I don't know what I am about it. But yeah, you got a rejection off the 382, and now the 0.5 was lost, so you head down to the 0.618, and that's where you're finding support here as well, around the 12.6 dollars, $12.62 roughly, 63 cents. Hopefully you're making support there. This downtrend, it's pretty steep here. So, you're hoping you just eventually move out of that. But it's dropping pretty hard. So, I mean, Yeah, I mean, you can see this fib level is right before you got this big boost here, so you might still have, like, this one's dropping more sharply so than Cody was, so you might be headed down to the 786, but hopefully not. We'll see. You never, but yeah, you're not going to probably start this move back up until you break this downtrend here. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Ethereum. We didn't look at Ethereum today. Ethereum having a nice move today. And you can see it's kind of funny. It broke into this trend, this triangle here, and it just kind of bouncing on the top and bottom of the end of this pattern. So whichever way it goes, if it goes up, I would expect it to make support on the top line here. But yeah, Ethereum looking strong. It's moving ahead of Bitcoin today, and I think that's a good sign for the alts. I did want to talk about Doge, actually, because I think, yeah, Doge Day. That you guys were asking me about this on the stream yesterday, and I told you anyone participating in Doge Day, I feel like would have already bought their Doge. So now it seems to be dropping pretty fast. And anybody, who, wasn't just following what TikTok told them to do and knows anything is probably selling because they know it's probably not getting back up to these levels. And when it broke out here and wasn't able to make another all-time high, we saw this with their Cody coin, where it had a nice move up, came down, and then came back up, but wasn't able to pass all-time highs. That's the start or could have been the start of, and was the start of a downtrend here. So that doesn't always happen, but it's different if it got up to the exact point of all-time highs and got rejected, but it didn't even quite get up that high. It got very close, but because sometimes when it gets up to, like, and gets rejected just at the all-time highs, it will come down and make a little a cup and handle pattern that will go and keep bumping up against all-time highs till it breaks it. So let's see here. But yeah, Doge down 30% right now since 8 o'clock last night. So, and my point is there's $50 billion in Doge, and probably more than that at the top here. That money is now, most of it is flowing into some of the other alts, I would say. So we could take a look at CoinGecko and kind of see, like, just in the past hour, VeChain going up, NEM going up 4%. This is just in the past hour, while Dogecoin is dropping. Safe Mars, I I knew what Safe Moon was, but now, yeah, Safe Mars. It's a $377 billion or $1 million market cap, up 2,000% in the day. Craziness. Yeah, I can't wait till July too. Yeah, the optimism, smart contracts, hopefully, will be coming out and working all that out. Let's see here, one more. So Eternity Chain up 3% this hour. I do want to look at the chart on that. This was one I actually allocated some, and I'll show you where I allocated. This is what I look for, guys. This is it is an NFT project, so I was kind of hesitant because where is it here? I was kind of hesitant because the NFT craze has kind of settled down here, but if you look at this chart, I mean, it pumped like crazy and then came all the way down to now we're at the basically after the very first pump ever it had, like days after opening, or even this might have been, yeah, this was probably the day it was listed, and we're making support right on that high of the first day it was probably listed on Uniswap, because this I believe this week was probably the private sales that they had, and then it gets listed on Uniswap and goes crazy that day, settles down, and then starts its big moves. So so yeah, I would guess this is going to be a pretty good support here, and eventually, there is a lot of yeah. So like in all transparency, I accumulated around here before the Bitcoin dip. So and even with the Bitcoin dip, it didn't go down too much. But I think patience is going to win out on this, because if we look at what it stands to gain if it gets up to all-time highs again of 380%. Hey Zarn1, did I invest in VET? No, yet. No, I did not invest in VET. Let me take a look at. I know, I from what I just saw on CoinGecko, it seems like some of the money might be flowing into VET from Dogecoin right now. I'm just going. Dogecoin is dumping this hour, and you can go look at the coins that obviously not all of them are, not all of it's coming from Doge, but yeah, my problem with VeChain is I missed the boat. So on this big run, and there wasn't much of a retracement. Uh, I mean, VeChain has gone crazy. These are the Fibonacci extension levels. It broke all the extension levels from this consolidation here, and is now still in an uptrend. Um, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Link, I think, is a Link hasn't had this type of move yet. Nice Dutch remix. Yeah, the not financial advice. I'm just showing you the charts. What I think. I'm trying to make it a very strict habit to buy. You know, you want to buy at the bottom of the retracements, not try to guess how high something's going to go. But if we go look at Link again, um, see the reason I like Link, uh, it had a nice move back in February, but it had its retracement again. And then when it broke that downtrend, it started moving up pretty fast, and now it's broken its previous all-time highs, and it's come back down and made support on them. Hopefully, it did get rejected because of Bitcoin's drop. So I don't believe it would have fallen this far below this previous all-time high here. Um, but now that it's gotten back up above it, it's above it now. I would expect this is going to be some support for it unless Bitcoin dumps again. But yeah, you might not have gotten it down here. Um, but Link is such like a good project, I think, that these extension levels are definitely in play, and there's four of them. So basically up to $90. So I think Link can definitely still move, so I'm still very bullish on Link, even if you didn't get it down here. I think pretty good. Hey, duck in a bag. Yeah, we were just talking about VT. Um, yeah, duck. I'm the same way. I'm scared of buying the VT peak, and I might regret it. Um, but this has gone crazy. This is Let's see. I'm not saying it can't go higher, but this isn't the type of play I look for. I missed it. So, let's see from it's hard to even see the original Fibonacci levels because of how high this thing goes. So let's just go right from like before it took off here. Sorry guys, I can't even do this because it's okay, 216% from from that first move. So in February move, then it slowed down. Yeah, so from the last, it went up 200% and 16% since. Yeah, I mean, you know, it could go higher. I just don't. This just, you know, might regret it, but I'm going to regret it even more if it finally does top out here and retraces 50%. So I want to become famous. Why don't you give me a follow? 2373. Well, it's possible. It's very possible, especially at the end of the bull cycle. I would bet VET gets to $1. But then again, a lot of the coins are going to move crazy amounts. Let's see here. I did want to look. This is Aave. Holding these fib levels pretty well, but you know, up 6% today, but that's just okay compared to a lot of the altcoins today. But yeah, that's one I'm bullish on. Let's see here. Noia. Yep. I think that's one that was moving. No, I'm in some altcoins. Yeah, so Noia. Is this the right? Noia's moving. Some of the money from Dogecoin might be pumping into Noia because it seems to be going crazy right at this moment. It's up quite a bit in the past 4 hours. Yeah, I'm not really a day trader. I look more more of a swing trader, so I'll be patient if I have to wait for, you know, my coin to make its move. But yeah, Noia, you know, it's up 50% now. It's still moving and it's very close to breaking its all-time highs. I'm imagining that's all-time highs. So it might even go even further. But yeah, I imagine there is certain coins trending that people are marketing to switch from Doge to these coins if yeah, I know about snow. Um, this is the well, that chart doesn't work. Let me see here. I want to look at Bitcoin dominance really quick. Here's Bitcoin. Still kind of the same here. But you can see Bitcoin dominance is actually made a new low today. So if this gets broken, this trend here, this trend line, we could see another big drop because this is a major like 3-year support line for Bitcoin dominance. And now it's kind of getting another bounce at it here, but yeah, it's even with Bitcoin's, big drops and everything, it's still making lower lows. So we'll see if it can hold it. It may not. And then I think altcoins are going to run even more. All right, thanks, Dutch Remix. Thanks for the follow today. Yeah, if you guys like the content, give me a follow or subscribe on Twitch or YouTube. Give the video a like. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Earn just was talking about this, making a nice little move this hour. Ethereum moving up. Got Ethereum, we just talked about this, was in this triangle pattern and now has, we can actually delete this one, now has broken it, and we'll see if it can make support on that trend line here. But Ethereum much stronger than Bitcoin at the moment. OneCoin, Uniswap, not, only up 1% today. But version 3 comes out in like 2 weeks. So I would expect over the next 2 weeks some people kind of in anticipation piling into Uniswap. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if it gets up and breaks all-time highs at some point. So, we'll see what happens, but I am bullish on Uniswap for that reason, for the next 2 weeks. And then, it might be when it finally comes out, it probably will either pump or drop, kind of sell the news type scenario. So we'll see. But I am bullish on Uniswap for the next 2 weeks. I think people will um, start getting in on that. I just want to see here again. What coins are doing well today? Here is band protocol. If Chainlink does well, I would expect band being like one of the other big oracles to do very well too. And it's kind of just due. Man, some of these Bitcoin drops were crazy. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Let me know if there's any coins you guys are interested in. Yeah, Litecoin kind of moving right with Bitcoin here. It was breaking away, but it is holding its previous highs around that area pretty well. So it did come up and got rejected at this trend line here, and has now come down and made support on previous highs here. So I would expect you know, another move up. I don't really think it's going to come down and test the bottom of this channel. I think it's ready for more of a parabolic move, so that's just my gut feeling on it. Nice move up for Bitcoin at the moment. Come on. Trying to hold that 57,000 level pretty well. Back above 57,000. We hit 57,116 earlier. Let's try to get above that. That would be nice. Hey, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'll keep working at it. Gonna try to finish this year out streaming, Monday through Thursdays. So see where I'm at the end of the year. And if things are looking good, I'll keep going. Let me know if there's any coins you want to take a look at, or anybody. This is the DeFi futures chart, so it's basically most of the DeFi plays all in one chart, and you can see we broke all-time highs and now have come down and kind of back tested it, made support on it again. So it is possible DeFi picks up from here. So some of my allocation is in DeFi. So Bitcoin trying to break up above we want to see a high above the 57,630 roughly. If you can get a high above there, that would be a new high for on the daily chart there. And you have a couple hours to do it. It's about 600 bucks more. So we'll see. See how DOGE is doing. Yeah, DOGE getting a bounce off, after dropping significantly, gets a bounce off of this consolidation back here. So we'll see. I think there may be some more downturn for DOGE, even if it gets a little bump here.